Peace to you. I hope this finds you well. Excuse me, got a little close there. Do you like a scavenger hunt? Have you ever, I don't know that I've ever really participated in a scavenger hunt, but I know about them, where you go and you find one clue that will lead you to another clue that will lead you to another clue. You know what it is, yes? You've heard of it? Scavenger hunt. I mean no disrespect, but I want you to consider the Abrahamic religions and all of the writings set forth in the Abrahamic religions as a sort of scavenger hunt. Try to consider that the Lord God Almighty has sent down to different people at different times his word and his prophets, his sets of prophets, and with those prophets with their proofs over a period of time. For all people, it's a scavenger hunt for you to find the truth in there. What that means is you familiarize yourself with all of the scriptures. I'm not saying memorize them. I'm not saying swear off to them. I'm saying familiarize yourself with them and search within them for truth. And if you're doing this, I assume you already believe in God. Well, why else would you spend your time doing this? So as you're doing this, pray for guidance. Yes? See, I was just on, tried again to engage on a live panel discussion. I just don't have the temperament for it because I just don't have the temperament for it. So rather than getting all exasperated with this fellow I was on with, or rather than trying to go back there and explain to him, and I've done this before, when I get exasperated on a live, I come to you this way to try to explain. I was trying to explain to the fellow about the Garden of Gethsemane and about Jesus in the Quran not being crucified. And he's trying to hold me. He says, where in the Quran does it say anything about Jesus in Gethsemane? And I couldn't get it through his head. I couldn't get it through his head. Look, people of the book are people of the book. All of the writings from the beginning are there for you to look into. That's why they're there. And you pray for guidance as you go along. And if you're being led by Allah, I think you will realize that the Quran is the culmination of all the Abrahamic teachings. There is no need for contention between Christian and Muslim and Jew. There's no need for contention. It's up to the individual to open their hearts, open their minds, and pray for guidance. I'm not going to argue with that guy or anybody else about my understanding of the teachings that God has made available to us. But what I was trying to get across to him, and I've mentioned this many times, one of the most glorious moments for me was finding out that Jesus was, in fact, spared from the crucifixion. And why it was so glorious a realization for me was that in Gethsemane, 3 times he asks, take this cup from me. 3 times he asks, there's significance to that. I'm sorry, there's got to be significance. Why would it say 3 times in there? And to find out that, in fact, the Lord God Almighty, Lord of all the world, Allah, spared Jesus of that crucifixion was an absolutely wonderful, glorious revelation for me. I don't have time to argue. I have time only to speak the truth. Peace.